Papa Francis, welcome to Iraq, where you give the message of peace.
Pope Francis's historic trip to Iraq, the International Eucharistic Congress in Budapest.
And you can hear some of the controversy brewing in some of the debates the canon lawyers are having in social media and in some of the Catholic media.
And controversy in Germany as some Catholic bishops bless same-sex unions and propose revolutionary moves in direct opposition to church teaching. Our program has brought you on-the-ground, worldwide Catholic coverage of stories from around the globe.
What will this visit of Pope Francis mean to Greece and to Catholics here?
This could be an opportunity to think again and to ask themselves, what about my faith?
And he's sending a message that the relationship between Muslims and Christians matters. You know, Christians historically have been an important part of Iraq, and they have a right to stay in their homeland.
With first-hand analysis of religious persecution abroad.
The people who care for human rights, religious freedom, or claim to care about these issues should take a stand.
And threats to religious freedom in the U.S., from the Equality Act.
It is also very troubling because it is not merely about religious freedom, it's really also about freedom of conscience.
To Title IX exemptions.
Is it legal for the government to take away an exemption like this?
The lawsuit says that the government is forbidden to allow an exemption like this.
And healthcare mandates that pressure religious doctors and hospitals. We provided insights on major Supreme Court cases that could alter the future of our nation. Like Dobbs versus Jackson, which could affect the right to abortion.
When you have a brutal abortion process, it feels that pain.
Seasoned scholars, church leaders, and professionals weighed in on complex topics like gender identity.
It really just steamrolls right over females' rights, but also just obliterates our common understanding of the human person.
And growing secularism and immigration.
The first thing I would say is that we all are immigrants in this country. All the immigrants, we all have to have the understanding that we have to integrate in this culture.
EWTN News In Depth focused on transparency, digging into scandals facing our church, like the sex abuse crisis and financial fraud at the Vatican. And we shared the humanitarian work of the church in disaster zones in the U.S.
Mayfield, Kentucky is block after block of nothing but rubble. And now the recovery effort underway, and among those helping out, the Catholic Church.
And third world nations.
That they need to keep working for the betterment of each other.
We work to bring you unique interviews on major church initiatives, including the Synod on Synodality.
So you get that kind of joyful, I'd say energetic response from dioceses, and it's happening around the world.
Changes in the demographics of our faith.
Over the years, as we go forward, the numbers in Africa will keep growing.
The impact of COVID.
We did see quite a bit of change within our enrollment after those first months of COVID.
And the needs of the growing church.
Hope to respond to the huge need for evangelization for first and second generation Latinos.
Worldwide.
We have a very weak church, at least in Western Europe. For renewal, we need to go back to Christ.
Our hope is that our coverage empowered you and brought you new insights and clarity to issues impacting our global church.